Hello everyone, this is Pip.
And this is Kiki.
And we're back playing Office Lovers. And we are going to continue on Saijo's story.
Sadayoshi.
I think that's his... Oh, Sadayoshi Saijo. I guess, I'm sorry.
I don't know why they don't call him by his first name.
Well, it's a Japanese thing. Alright, and this time, I will be the one guessing the answers. So...
Yeah, we'll see how well you do.
We'll see how well I do. Because Kiki did pretty bad last time. So, see if I can do better.
Probably won't. Phew. Finally at a good stopping point. I threw myself...
Stopping. Stop.
Be quiet. I threw myself back into my chair. Looking at my clock.
It's alright.
Shut up. Looking at the clock, I saw it was a bit later than I had expected. I've been able to get some work done, but from time to time my mind wandered to Mr. Saijo. Was he really serious about me? His words at the pep rally sounded like a joke to me, but he did say he was serious. I couldn't tell if it was true or not. Thinking about it was bad when I was trying to work. I could never get anything done. I turned back to my desk, ready to continue. There was a lot of work to get through today. Suddenly, someone tapped me on the shoulder. Huh? When I turned around, I was surprised to see Mr. Hyoga and the CEO in front of me. Can I help you?
Having trouble concentrating?
No, I'm fine. He squinted his eyes and looked at me. I was certain he knew I was struggling. I shouldn't have lied to him.
You have something to say.
You're right. I'm sorry. Mr. Tori put his hand on my shoulder and gave me a warm smile.
Go easy on her. She's been working very hard lately.
Thank you. His words raised my spirits a little bit.
I hope she has been, for her sake.
I'm doing my best. Just as I had felt better, Mr. Hyoga shot me down again. He sure was hard to please.
How are things progressing? We came to see how it's been going.
Do you remember what we talked about? I've been doing some research lately, and while I was explaining to them, I noticed that there was an unread email on my computer. It looked like something to do with work. When I read it, I suddenly felt like jumping out of my seat.
Sorry about everything lately. I never considered it might be troubling you. I couldn't help myself. I only wanted to make you fine as fast as I could. Make you mine, I mean, you're already fine. I meant, you know. I'll be waiting for your answer. Something wrong? Your face is all red. Are you okay?
No, I'm okay. Really. I covered the computer screen with both my hands and shook my head. What was he thinking, sending me something so private through the company email?
Sound like it was a dick pic.
A few hours later, I headed towards the meeting room to work with Mr. Saijo. I couldn't help but feel nervous after getting that email from him, but I tried to calm myself. Here are the statistics. It's no surprise that women tend to favor white and pink.
White could be good too. It makes it seem more classy.
Yeah, as for the packaging, the most popular are ones with round edges.
Then Plan B would work better. There will still be a lot we have to change though. Will you be able to make a new image and slogan with the revised plan?
Yes, and for that, I would like to go with this. And so, we were talking about making some improvements for our concept when our eyes met. Embarrassed, I had to look away. Work wasn't the only thing on my mind.
You haven't said anything about the email this morning.
All I could do was force a smile and laugh. Mr. Saijo shook his head.
Don't worry about it. I told you how I feel. You can take all the time you need to answer me.
Seeing how serious he was, I should have given him a firm answer right then. But something was always at the back of my mind. It was the fact that work relationships were forbidden. He confessed to me in spite of that. I'm going to head back now.
Okay, but first I want to show you something.
He pulled something out of his pocket. Looked like a little tube of lip balm with some sort of sparkling accessory. That's so cute.
Isn't it? I saw these at the store and bought one for reference.
Was it that thing made of? What is that thing made of? It doesn't look like beads.
It's a gemstone. This isn't lipstick though, just lip balm.
Can I look at it?
Sure, hold on.
He opened up the lip balm. I put my hand out to take it from him. He put it in my hand, but held on to it and moved it up to my face and gently across my lips.
Turn away or ask what he's doing.
What are you going to say?
Ask what he's doing.
Correct.
Yay.
Were my lips that chapped that he couldn't stand to look at them any longer? What do you think you're doing?
I'm helping you put on lip balm.
I can see that. I didn't seem fazed by my question, or he didn't seem fazed about my question. What was I supposed to do?
Just hold still for a moment. I can't do it if you're talking. It'll get all over your face.
I told myself since he was my boss, I should listen, and so I closed my lips. Okay, stop. That's enough.
Are you sure?
Yes, I can do it myself. Thank you very much. I pushed Mr. Saijo away. What had gotten into me? He stared at me with a kind smile. Was he enjoying teasing me like this?
Here you go. Take it. It's not lipstick or gloss, so you might use it, right?
Did I say something like that?
You did. You don't have the time to look pretty. Don't you remember?
He was smiling at me. Now I was certain he was teasing me. I took a deep breath to calm down before taking it from him. After looking over the accessory carefully, I returned it to him. Thank you.
You can keep it. I haven't used it.
Really?
A guy wouldn't want to be seen with such as cute as this anyway.
Something as cute as this.
Oh.
But this must have been expensive.
It's fine. I only bought it for reference anyhow.
Lip balm's not expensive.
Well, it's like shaped like a little gemstone or whatever, so the container is probably expensive. Since you'll use it, you should have it.
But...
Here's my plan.
What?
You don't want to just take it from me for free, right?
Well, no. It must have cost a lot. It's so detailed.
Haha, you're right. So can you give me something of equal value to be even?
I don't know where you're going with this. He beamed a huge smile at me. I was clueless as to what he was talking about. In a quiet voice, so no one else could hear, he whispered to me.
You can give me one of your weekends.
My eyes widened with surprise. Do you mean what I think you do?
In other words, a date.
Absolutely not. What if someone from work saw us? Mr. Hattori seems to enjoy reminding me that any sort of relationship is out of the window.
You think I don't know that? Have you forgotten how hard I've tried to show you I'm serious?
I remember the pep rally and the email, and suddenly couldn't find anything to say back.
If I push you anymore, you're gonna cry, though your worried face is cute too. So, you'd be up for a date if it had to do with work though, right?
Calling a date worried me, but I nodded anyway.
Calling
Anyhow.
We can go around and look at stores together. There's still a lot of information we're lacking. There might be some products we see that somehow inspire our own ideas, right?
That's true. Worried as I was, his explanation still had merit to it. If this is what it took for the project to succeed, so be it. Fine, we can go on our next day off for research.
For research?
Yeah. I wrote it down in my calendar, and just like that, I had plans for the weekend. Also, thanks for the lip balm.
Don't mention it. Hope you get some use out of it.
I will. Knowing he loved to scheme, he probably bought it knowing I would take it. That side of him made me smile. Whether it was out of kindness or not, I was happy that he bought it thinking of me.
You like it that much, huh?
Very much. It's cute and it smells nice. Mr. Saijo was staring at me for some reason. What's the matter?
I can't compete with this. Just looking at your face gets me worked up.
Well, I wondered what he meant by that. He quickly closed the distance between us. He had to be up to something.
I closed my eyes, or I took a step backwards. I closed my eyes.
The answer?
Yeah. Why would I?
Didn't know if you were going to start singing something.
Oh.
Yep, you're right.
You don't have to look so scared.
You were planning to do something to me, weren't you?
That's rude. Even if I was, I can't anymore because you know it's coming.
How can I trust you? I found it hard to believe him, but I opened my eyes anyhow. When I did, his face was right in front of me. Before I had a chance to do anything, he kissed me on the lips.
On the lips! I offer my kiss to the goddess of documentation. May our project be successful.
Goddess?
I've got to go. Don't forget our promise. Oh, yeah. Your lips are too chapped for a goddess. Do something about it.
Rude.
Goodbye.
He gave me a charming smile and made a show of bowing like a knight before he left.
The real reason he bought the lip balm was just...
It was a hint.
Mm-hmm.
Left alone in the room, my legs became weak and I sunk to the floor. All the strength in my body was gone. All I could feel was my face burning up. It was his kiss that made me like this, but for some reason, I wasn't angry about it at all. I was waiting at the place Mr. Saijo was supposed to meet me. No matter what, I couldn't stop myself from sighing over and over. My mind just kept wandering back to the thoughts of Mr. Saijo and that kiss. It had happened a while ago, but it was still affecting my emotions. I had to remind myself that going out with Mr. Saijo today was for work and not a date. After what seemed like the 100th time telling myself that, I finally spotted Mr. Saijo.
Sorry, were you waiting long?
No, I just came early. You still got here in time.
Thank goodness. It's a sin to make a woman wait. But to make a woman as wonderful as you wait, that deserves a more severe punishment.
He ran a finger across his throat. Was that supposed to be a joke?
I kill you. Yes. Now go ahead and laugh.
Oh.
What kind of laugh is that? I'm serious. It was a good joke.
You call that a joke? I only then realized he was trying to make me smile, seeing how nervous I was. He hadn't changed a bit. He was the same great boss that I remembered.
Let's go. There's some stores I definitely think we should hit up.
Alright. We visited a bunch of stores together. Some of the stores we went to had new products we never noticed in our research. We also found some nice stores tucked away that we would never have seen if we hadn't come. A few hours later,
What do you think about getting lunch? There's a place I know around here.
sure, it would give me a chance to go over some of my notes too.
Okay. Let's get some Chinese.
As soon as we got there, I went over my notes and gave me pointers. Only you like Chinese. With this help, my scribbled notes quickly became organized and much more useful.
A lot of people like Chinese.
Thanks. This should make writing up a report so much easier for me.
Ugh, glad I could help. There's still more to go, so keep up the good work.
Will do.
Hey, your coffee is getting cold.
Oh, I forgot it was there. Busy with getting all my notes organized, I'd forgotten about it. Besides, the information I'd gathered today was worth much more to me than a warm cup of coffee.
Are you finished?
Yeah, just sorry to keep you waiting.
You know it's the weekend. You're supposed to relax a little.
Giving up our weekend to come here was your idea.
Yeah, well, this kind of work is fun. It doesn't feel like work so much.
That's how I feel too.
We're such a good team. Now that you don't know... Not that you don't know that already.
True. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, it got crowded in here awful quick.
We'd been talking so much that it started to get late before we knew it. I put my notepad into my bag and quickly put on some lip balm before standing up to go.
So, you're actually using that?
He must have been talking about the lip balm he gave me before that kiss.
I guess, or of course. Of course.
Good answer, good answer.
Yay!
Of course. It was a wonderful gift. I use it all the time now. It works really good.
Good to know.
He looked relieved to know I was using it. Seeing his face like that warmed my heart. Mr. Saijo was kind enough to pay the bill for both of us. I'd offered to split it, but he went off about how it was a man's duty to pay. Thank you for treating me.
No problem. It's my duty as your boss.
It was delicious. I'm glad we came here.
My pleasure. Shall I walk you to this train station?
Huh? You don't need to go out of your way like that. That moment, it felt like someone was watching me. I looked around to see if anyone was looking my way. There was a man standing still in a crowd of people with a faint smile. Was he looking at me or Mr. Saijo? Seeing him stare at us like that made a chill run down my spine.
What's up? You okay?
I'm fine. Glancing back where the man was, I saw he was no longer there. I started walking with Mr. Saijo, but couldn't rid myself of that eerie feeling from the stare.
It's Shinigami.
It's Mr. Slender.
Mr. Slender?
Is that his name? Mr. Slender Man.
It's not Mr. It's just Slender Man.
Oh.
But Slender Man doesn't have a face.
Oh.
So he couldn't be smiling.
The next day I was busy working in the office. Taking a break to recharge, I sipped on some hot tea.
Hot coffee.
Yet again, the mysterious man from yesterday was on my mind. What had that been about? Ever since then I felt uneasy, as if he was still watching me from afar. Doesn't matter how hard I think about it, it won't change a thing. Brooding over it was a waste of time. Big waste of time. I had other things to do, like putting together a report from the research we did. With a click of the mouse, I closed the file and opened up the project folder. Since we're using Plan B, we'll need to make a slogan and some images. I worked in silence for some time before hearing someone sneak up behind me. Stop standing behind me like that, Mr. Saijo.
So you knew it was me?
Who else would it be?
How's the report coming along?
It's fantastic. The notes from yesterday were such a big help. I opened the report up on the computer to show him.
It's a lot better than it was yesterday. How about the advertising section?
I haven't really got around to that yet.
You're coming along well, I see.
Oh, Mr. Kaido, yes, thanks to all the help I've been getting.
I see you're still not wearing makeup. Don't forget that as an employee, you represent our company and our products.
Yes, sir.
You're being too harsh on her.
No, he's right. Compared to the makeup my colleagues were using, my efforts were pitiful.
Pitiful.
Mr. Kaido looked down at me with a cold stare.
However, this color isn't bad. Is that lip balm? It has a nice subtle hue.
Huh?
Is this your plan? This advertising won't catch the reader's eyes. Work on it. You're right. We need to consider the target demographic better.
Yes, we're trying to sell it to women who... I had the feeling that Mr. Kaido was talking about my lip balm instead of our product. When I looked at Mr. Saijo, he looked back towards me. He mouthed, "Good job," to me. A few hours later...
I think it lacks impact. We should incorporate ideas from Plan A as well. That should stray away from the target group. Do you have any suggestions?
Let's see. I think that the font and the red hue from this heater, or this...
Heater?
This header would much match it better.
Aren't you glad you took those notes? That works for me.
I took their feedback and made some changes to the ad. There we go. Perfect.
Of course it is. Kaido and I are helping. We'd be in trouble if we couldn't pound this out in a day.
Really?
That's what the company expects of us. We have to put our good work in tight deadlines. What are you making that face for? Oh, man.
Nothing. I was just thinking how knowledgeable you two are.
Knowledgeable? That's it? Leave her alone. We're finally done with this part, so let's have a feast and party.
Really? I need that.
What you need to do is start thinking of your appearance.
I'll try.
I'm going to head back to work. I've wasted enough time here.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Kaido.
Kaido, let's meet in the hall after work. Huh? You inviting me too? Of course, you've been helping us. Right?
Mr. Saijo looked at me in hopes I would agree to invite him.
I guess, or yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
Yep.
Yeah!
It's 4 out of 4 so far.
I don't have any.
We'll see.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, we're a team. I haven't spoke to Mr. Kaido that often, but this would be a good chance to.
Only if you promise to keep your hands off her.
You can't say things like that.
Idiot. That thought would never crossed my mind. I'll see you there.
Mr. Kaido turned and walked back towards his desk.
It's stupid because Kaido and Saido, like, it's just one letter. So it's like
I know, stupid
confusing
names.
on who's saying what. Mr. K and Mr. S is what they should just call them when they're together.
Or maybe just use their first names. That would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you say something like that at work?
I say what needs to be said, no matter where or when.
I felt like I was starting to understand how his mind worked more. But still, the warning to stay out of work relationships was always on my mind. I was done for the day, so I switched off my computer. Soon I'd be heading to have some drinks with Mr. Kato and Mr. Saijo. They weren't here and were probably waiting for me, so I tried to hurry up.
Hey, how's work coming along?
Hi, Mahiro. It's going well. How about you?
Normal. It's fun, but I think it's wearing me out. Say, how about we go get out for a drink? We're on the same project after all.
Actually, I'm going to...
I heard that, Mahiro. We're all in the same project, right? That means I can come along too.
No, you aren't listening to...
Who said anything about you, Kentaro? Drinking with your team is all about strengthening your bonds, isn't it? I'm on the team, too, so there's no reason I'm not invited. Ugh, you're missing the point. I never meant to invite anyone else.
Would you two listen to...
Are you trying to single her out? I can't let that happen. I'm going with you. You're ruining everything for me. You must be dumb to think I'd let you take her out all by yourself.
Listen to me. Screaming seemed to get their attention. I'm going to drink with Mr. Kaido and Mr. Saijo, and that's it. Besides, if you want to go as a team, you need to invite Mr. Hyoga too. But if that's too late for that today, so between the two of you, decide on a day when we can all go.
Boss?
Just then, Satu, one of our coworkers, Satao, how do you say it?
I don't know.
Satao?
Satao?
Satao, one of our coworkers, peeked into the room.
Do you have him in there?
What is it?
I was asked to deliver a message from Mr. Kaido and Mr. Saijo. They told me to tell you to hurry up. You're 5 minutes late.
Already? It's all because you two wouldn't shut up. I'll see you tomorrow. Their little argument made me forget the time. I hurried out in the office as fast as I could.
It's your fault for saying stupid things. It's not.
As I was leaving, I heard the two boys muttering angrily at each other. Plus, hasn't my hero already had his time with her?
Maybe. I don't know.
I found them waiting for me in the hall. I apologized to them for before we headed into the office. I mean... I think I've had too much. Before we headed into the city, Mr. Saijo had reversed us.
So that means like they... How do you reverse at a table? You like sit down facing the other way. So you're like facing outwards. Calm down. It's okay, it's okay. We're having technical difficulties. Our narrator has broken. I'll have to take over for a moment. Mr. Saijo had reversed us a table in the restaurant. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Mr. Saijo had
Reserved.
Mr. Saijo had reversed.
Mr. Saijo had reserved us a table in a restaurant with a beautiful view. Done. Nailed it. Alright, she's back on track.
Sorry.
Deep breath.
Sorry, everybody. I was so hungry that as soon as we did a toast, I reached for the food immediately.
You sure eat a lot.
Hey, who cares? It's delicious.
It just means she's healthy. You better watch what you say around women. Should I talk more like them? Okay, so look so beautiful while you're eating. You look so beautiful. God damn it. Alright. You look so beautiful when you're eating.
What?
I take it back. You're not allowed to say anything nice to women at all. Why? I was only doing as you asked. I thought it was a wonderful compliment. Sure, but it gives me chills hearing you say something nice come out of your mouth. God damn it. Sure, but it gives me chills hearing something nice come out of your mouth, so stop it. You're right, it wasn't pleasant.
It was a strange exchange, but they were both enjoying it with smiles on their faces. This was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Kaido like this. I guess these two get along real well.
Have you heard we might be getting a transfer from the Osaka office?
To our team?
Hell no. We couldn't trust someone so new to work on such a vital project.
I see. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't need anyone else on the project that might hit on you.
I can't believe you could say such things with a straight face. At least Mr. Kaido ignored him.
This is embarrassing or this is troubling? This is troubling.
Wrong!
Oh, this is embarrassing.
You got one wrong.
I did.
It's embarrassing. Don't say that in front of people.
Don't be embarrassed. It's just how I feel. I can't help it. Whatever you do, don't cause any problems for Mr. Hyoga or you'll regret it. I told you already that I won't. But do you mean it? Relax. By the way. I forgot to ask, why were you late coming to meet us?
Mihiro and Kentaro were talking about having a drinking party.
I'll have to ask them about that later.
Even though he was smiling, why did his face seem so scary right now? Wasn't a big deal. I just said we should invite everyone else.
So, what you're saying is they only invited you. Those guys are in on it too.
Now both of them had scary eyes. Mr. Saijo looked especially angry. His eyebrows were twitching. When did they become such terrifying people? I stayed out of any further conversation by keeping myself busy eating food. All the way until we were done, Mr. Saijo stared at me.
The end. We'll have chapter 2.
What a sweet lunch date with both of them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We finally finished. Sorry for all the laughing fits, everybody.
Yeah. We'll try to do better.
But thanks for watching anyway.
Make sure to like or comment or, subscribe if you feel like it.
Be much appreciated.
Yeah. Thanks.